All right, guys, we're back here to talk about more wrestling that you can apply for your jiu-jitsu, okay? So if you didn't see already, the first video we made about the first takedown you should learn, which was the body lock, okay? I would recommend you guys watch that because I think the body lock is gonna be the most effective takedown for sure for jiu-jitsu, okay? But most of the time when we look up wrestling or when we think about wrestling, we think about the level changes, we think about the leg tackles, right? So today, that's what we're going to talk about, what the first, wrestling shot you should learn is, right? Or what's the best one to invest in the beginning so that you can start adding it to your game, okay? Now, what I'm actually going to talk about today is not a leg grab or a leg tackle. It's just going to be a duck under, okay? And I know most of the time people don't associate that with a shot, okay? But I think the duck under is the best option to learn in the beginning when you're first trying to learn wrestling, right? Because it helps you understand how to apply pressure, okay, and how to level change once you receive pressure, okay? Not only that, you're gonna learn the base mechanics of applying an actual shot, but also I think it's a lot safer, right, for jiu-jitsu because the number one thing about going and level changing is exposing our neck. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna show you guys the difference, okay? So a basic shot, probably what most people think when they think applying wrestling for jiu-jitsu is me grabbing the legs, boom, shooting in, right? You know, the big double leg, the big blast double, right? But the problem with shooting is as I take my penetration step, take a look at my head here. When I come through, okay, even if I have good posture, my neck is pretty exposed here. Now the difference between a shot and a duck under is a shot, my head's gonna kind of stay in one place and then I'm gonna turn the corner. A duck under, I'm gonna make kind of a U shape. So I'm gonna make like a U and slip underneath my partner's arm. So I'll demonstrate a shot so you guys can see the difference. Here's a shot, okay? This leaves my neck susceptible. And then here's a duck under here, okay? So notice how with the duck under, that motion, it's natural for me to already shift my weight across my partner's shoulder, making it hard for them to wrap or attack the neck here, okay? So let's break that movement down so we can talk about how to apply it. So first things first, what I was talking about before is understanding how to build pressure, okay? And this is kind of going into the setup is I want to apply a pushing force so that I get my opponent to push back into me. This is the best time to apply any level change, even if it is a shot. Okay, so I'm pushing into Nate. I'm gonna start here with inside ties. Nate's pushing back. Okay, now all I'm gonna do at first is feel squatting underneath the driving force. So as I feel Nate, we build up that pressure. Look, all I'm gonna do is open the window here that I'm gonna duck underneath, and I'm gonna squat at the same time. Okay, so when I'm learning how to do this, I wanna do this drill a couple times just to feel the buildup of pressure and then going underneath. I push with inside ties, Nate's pushing back, I'm gonna open the window and squat. Okay? Now once you guys get that upper body motion, now we're gonna talk about the feet. Okay? So now when I'm applying that pressure, think the same motion with the upper body, but this time as I squat, so Nate's pushing into me, this time as I squat, I'm gonna switch my feet. So watch as I shuffle my legs here. So I kind of take this switch step here as I duck underneath. Okay, I'm pushing into Nate, he pushes back, I feel that pressure. Watch as I bring this leg back and my trail leg comes forward. At the same time, I'm still opening that window here. Okay, and I follow it up by turning the corner. Okay, I'll do it from this angle so you guys can see. Pushing. Okay, I feel that buildup of pressure and I switch. Turn the corner, hug the hip. Okay, so this is crucial to learn in the beginning because that is the duck under. One more time facing the camera so they can see my head. I'm pushing, Nate pushes back. Okay, level change, and we're here. Okay, now let's talk about how do we finish that takedown, right? Now when we get into the duck under, okay, and I chase that corner, so boom, I end up right here. The most simple, most accessible finish would be just to go to the back here. Okay, now from the rear body lock, okay, we can finish the takedown in various ways. I can go knee bump. Okay, if Nate's blocking my legs, okay, I could run to the side, finish here. I could finish, okay, leg hook, drag him down, a lot of different ways. But the easiest finish would be to go to the back, okay? Now, let's just say you guys get in the habit of that. We're doing a good job turning the corner here. Okay, as you become more experienced with that motion, and we're getting perpendicular with our opponent, like for the more advanced students, I like to teach the leg grab here, okay? So from here, as I push, he pushes back, I level change. So instead of just going straight to the rear body lock, I'm gonna take this outside hand and hook right underneath Nate's hip. Okay, now once I hook, I'm gonna step my trail leg up so my hips are directly underneath. Now it's a big lift, step the hip through, finish, okay? In judo, they call it teguruma, I believe is the throw. So we're here, okay, I'm pushing into Nate. Okay, I hit my duck. Instead of going straight to the rear body lock, my outside hand is gonna hook the leg and I'm gonna bring my hips in here to lift. So now I squat, big lift, and then step my rear leg in front for the big throw. Okay, so let's review all those finishes again. I'm gonna show you guys a little system off of the body lock, okay? So I'm pushing into Nate, okay? I switch my feet, squat, level change. First one I go, here, I'm gonna go for the leg hook. Okay, I'm gonna squat and finish, right? Let's just say to counteract Nate bases wide. You guys see how Nate bases wide? Now I can't lift. I'm gonna slide this hand up by the shoulder. I'm gonna make a sharp left turn as I run my feet, okay, all the way to the side. Again, I get here, I try to go big lift. Okay, Nate's folding forward. Sharp left turn as I run. Here. Okay, now lastly, this is how we connect it to the rear body lock. Okay, I hit my duck. I try to go big throw. Now I try to go run the pipe. Nate folds his chest forward. I turn to the back. And now we can continue that, finishing from the rear body lock. Okay, so that's the basic duck under system. Let's talk about the setup. Okay, how would I set this up? Now there's two situations. Either Nate standing upright, which most jiu-jitsu people stand, right? Or he's standing a little bit lower, subtle like wrestling stance, okay? If Nate is standing upright, okay, I'm trying to engage tie-ups. The tricky thing is, generally with people who are just pure jiu-jitsu athletes, they don't really know how to hand fight, or they're kind of, they disengage from the hand fight a lot, right? So I'm like trying to pummel in, I'm trying to get close. So a lot of times, what I'll do is I'll crash in, I'll wait for Nate to post on me, okay? Once Nate makes first contact, it might be a collar tie, right? You see everyone grabbing the neck and pulling, okay? Off of their engagement, I'm gonna swim my hands inside and just push, right? Push so that Nate gives me a little pushback, and then we're gonna hit our duck under right underneath. So the hands don't have to be in any specific place. I just wanna get my hands inside. So like I said, if I'm trying to make engagements here and my partner is disengaging, I'll just crowd them until Nate starts making contact. Most likely he's gonna just start pulling on my head. I'm just gonna swim my hands inside. Notice how in this case, I have a collar tie and an inside tie. Now, I'm not really worried about where I'm gripping so long as my hands are on the inside. And I can do that same movement here as long as we build up that pressure, okay? The other way would be if Nate's in a lower stance. So if he's in a lower stance, he's telling me he's probably not gonna disengage from the hand fight because he's showing that he's gonna probably shoot. That's why he's in a low stance, or just engage me in the stand-up. So in that case, what I wanna do is create the ties myself. I wanna be proactive about it. Okay, so I wanna go shoulder post wrist, or I can go wrist collar tie. Okay, now however the hand fight ends up, right? Maybe I pull Nate a little bit to get that inside position. As soon as I feel that buildup of weight, okay, I'm ducking underneath. Okay, another way I like to use it is if my partner posts on me, maybe he goes double post, I clear the tie, let's just say I snap him, right? And Nate wants to get his get back, so he reaches, so I post and then I just go and duck underneath. So there's a lot of different ways you guys can set up the takedown. Okay, it's just all about building up pressure, get your opponent to push back into you. As soon as you feel that pressure, we're ducking underneath, and then you guys have the big lift, you have the run the pipe finish, or you guys have the rear body lock, okay? So that's the first level change you guys should learn. If you haven't seen the body lock one, I suggest you learn that one first and then apply this one to your game. And stay tuned for our next wrestling video because we're going to talk about leg grabs. All right, guys. As always, please like and subscribe. And if there's anything you guys would like to see or anything we could do better, please let us know in the comments. Thank you.